My name is Chef John Richards. I'm the executive director of the Miami Culinary Institute. And amazing time we've had here at Miami-Dade College giving birth to this amazing place. And we're changing lives and sharing with our students and our community and sharing amazing culture. And it's such an honor to have Chef with us today. And I'm going to read a few things here about Chef. Is that okay? Chef Hiroko Shimbo
Yes.
is an authority of Japanese cooking in America. She started her business in Tokyo, Japan, and since 1999, her base of operation has been here in the United States in New York City. Correct?
Correct.
All right. Where she is a chef consultant and chef instructor working with restaurants and food service industries and professional cooking schools. Chef Hiroko teaches twice a year intensive hands-on 1 week basic Japanese cooking courses, the essentials of Japanese cuisine at the French Culinary Institute.
Yes, now it is called International Culinary Center
In New York City.
in New York City.
Also, you're a frequent guest of World Flavor Conference at the Culinary Institute of America,
Yes,
Greystone
yes.
in California. And we hope to add the Miami Culinary Institute to your list
I would love to.
of places.
If you pay for my airfare,
Well, we weren't going to ask you to do it for free.
okay, and I can sleep here at this school.
We can work it out for you.
Okay.
We'll talk more about that.
Okay.
So, without further ado, please put your hands together and welcome Chef Hiroko.
Thank you very much, Chef Richard, and thank you very much for being here. There are so many things are happening at this Miami Book Fair. I am here for the first time, and just impressive authors, and I am very, very pleased to have you. And thank you for the Miami Culinary Institute and this gorgeous facility. And my assistant, Susie, Gustavo, Daniela, they are wonderful assistant. And Chef Malta, thank you very much. Okay, so the time is limited. And you may think that the Japanese cooking is something scary, takes too long time to prepare. I have a new book called Hiroko's American Kitchen. A little bit strange name. I wrote 2 books in the past, The Japanese Kitchen, The Sushi Experience. These 2 books are very, very authentic. I just wanted to educate or teach is not a good word, to share what is authentic Japanese ingredients, flavor, texture, dishes, history, food culture. So these 2 books are very authentic. I have been living here in America for 13 years, and I started to just a little bit change the way how I cook. The changing the way is, first, I shop at an American supermarket and the food market, farmer's market. I no longer search for Japanese ingredients. So today I use American produce, which seasonally changes in New York. Then I adapted large cuts of meat, which we usually don't use, and seafood. It is disappointingly limited here in America, the varieties and the quality of freshness. But I adapted to this American readily available ingredients. And using this, the cooking became very easy. I no longer go to Japanese food store. And the other thing about this book, how I changed was the cooking. I love cooking. How many people love cooking? Great. But when we are busy, tired, just want to finish it quick, but we don't want to degrade the quality. So I started to prepare two basic stocks, which are very Japanese. One is, I will show you, the scallop stock. How many people know scallop stock? Okay. So the scallop is, this is available at Asian store or online e-commerce store. You can buy very easy. And this scallop looks like this. And you see this white powder. This is nothing wrong. This is one of the source of good flavor, carbohydrate. So taste very sweet and smells very sweet. And as you smell your scallop, actually, you have tasted one of the best scallop comes from Japan, from the northern part of island. So there are two ways to make scallop stock. One is very easy for just home cooks. The other one is very easy, but time and energy consuming, the chef's method. So the home cooks, so you don't rinse the scallop, but just wipe. The scallop is usually dried in the sun at the beach. Today, most of the scallop is machine dried. Machine drying that doesn't produce much good flavor. So there is no sand or something, but just wipe like this. Then a bowl of water. Put this in a bowl of cold water the day before you go to sleep. Then keep it in the refrigerator. Next morning, you have good scallop stock. So what you do is just take the scallop out of this water, and the scallop swells, and this really looks like something you find on the beach. So this is the scallop stock. Scallop stock, this comes from the sea, means contains all of the nutrients from the water, minerals, dietary fibers, vitamin A, very, very nutritious. So here is the scallop stock. So the chef at the restaurant, at high-end restaurant, how they make scallop stock? Start with the same process and put the scallop in a pot of cold water. Always start with cold. Then gradually over medium heat and put the temperature to 140 degrees. Then keep this temperature for 1 hour. That's the best way. The Japanese scientist working with the chef found out that that's the best way to extract the full flavor from the scallop. Do you know umami? Have you ever heard umami? Umami? Okay, umami is a natural glutamic acid. You can buy as a powder, chemically processed. Kombu has the highest natural glutamate. So using this stock to make soups, to even braise the short ribs, or use for noodle sauce, this has the best flavor. Okay, so now this process is easy, right? So make a batch and then put them in a refrigerator 3 days, or and then use, or freezer, and you can keep up to 3 months. Okay, so let's move to the soup. So this is the time of Thanksgiving is coming. And I am very lucky that I have a wonderful soup dish in this new Hiroko's American kitchen. And the base for the soup is scallop stock. And what we need is here, this carrot. And I need 4 cups of scallop stock. Yeah, and the main ingredients, kabocha, squash, or actually, this is not kabocha squash. This is called the calabaza here in this part of. Do you know kabocha? It is a squash. Kabocha is a Japanese name, but all of these squash came from Central America and South America. The Portuguese brought, oh, this looks like kabocha. So the kabocha squash, when it's whole, just is so hard to cut. I always, for the soup, cook in the oven, heated to 400 degree. Leave it for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And then it's get this very soft, tender, and it's just very easy to cut. Wow. So here is the kabocha. And first, scoop the inside. So this kind of squash, we say in Japan, when you eat kabocha or squash at the beginning of winter, you don't catch a cold. Well, the reason is kabocha, as you can see, is rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, yes, carotene, vitamin B, vitamin E, and B vitamins. And the winter time, just the number of vegetables disappear, and eating kabocha really gives very good full nutrients. So just remove the seeds. Then how much do I need? I need kabocha, 2 1/3 cup. And the kabocha has very green skin, and I always, you can eat the green skin. The skin has more beta carotene, vitamin A, and usually I save the skin just to garnish the soup. But today, this is not so pretty. It's very brown, so I am just removing all of this. And maybe to keep cooking, 4 cups. Yeah, 4 cups of kelp stock. And we start to cook carrot, leek. These are all winter vegetables with the kelp stock. And always when you make soup, no matter springtime, I use peas, but always add onion or some aromatics. Okay, so here, this is leek and the carrot. Then start the fire and cook about 20 minutes or until it is just tender, so that you can puree in the blender. Japanese cooking doesn't use much oil. Well, many of them actually no oil. The reason is the fundamental goal of Japanese cooking is to preserve the natural flavor of each ingredient in the prepared dishes. So we don't use oil. However, today I am going to add, when I puree, I will add a little olive oil. The vitamin A is oil-soluble vitamins. So when it is consumed with oil, your body absorbs more or efficiently. Okay, so this is the pumpkin which I am going to add. And this is soft enough, so just keep it here as is. Now, let me explain about the miso. Okay, so this can, yeah. And any question? So you are graduated from Kombu, Kelp? No more questions? Okay, oops, sorry. Okay, so miso. How many people have miso in your refrigerator? Okay, yeah. Miso is quite confusing. When you go to the Asian store, Japanese food store, there are many varieties. And yeah, red, brown, red, or this is little less red. This is a little bit whitish. There is not much difference between these guys, but the miso is like a cheese. It is fermented products, soybeans, rice. Sometimes use barley. Then how to choose depending on what you want to make. And actually, I will be making a sauce with this red miso so that you can enjoy the miso in 20 different dishes. So this one is dark. Dark means more fermentation is longer. Naturally made 1.5 years to 2 years. Fermentation is long means more salt is added, so much more salty. And also fermentation produces more vitamins, more good nutrients. So this is more, much better in terms of nutrients. And this has more robust flavor, like long fermented cheese. What do you call it? Roquefort? The same kinds of character. And the sweet one, shorter fermentation, needs less salt. And just the rice, more rice is used to make miso. And the rice carbohydrates becomes sugar. And then just naturally sweet. Okay. So I am going to flavor this soup with this medium one. Did you taste the miso? How was it? And this company is actually making miso in America, called the Miso Master. And the owner went to Japan and learned how to make miso traditionally. So one of the best miso you can buy here in America. And maybe this one, if you like, just the miso. And the soup is just spiced, flavored with ginger juice, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Do you know how to make ginger juice? No? Okay. So, how to make ginger juice is just peel the ginger and then use the grater, which is pretty fine. Grate the ginger and then squeeze the grated ginger. That's it. Well, you can use dry ginger powder, but fresh ginger juice gives much, much better, strong flavor. So, and then just squeeze. So this is ginger juice. Okay. So now I will put aside, this is for the soup. So kelp stock, after making a kelp stock, today's kabocha soup. Springtime, I use peas, spring peas. Summer, edamame, Japanese soybeans, or squash with what's the vegetables taste like celery, celeriac. And wintertime, I will use sweet potato, or just you can use any seasonal vegetables with kelp stock, and need some onions or leek for aromatics. So this is the soup, and I will let this one cook a little longer. So let's move to the spicy red miso sauce. So when it's made cooled, this is the kind of texture. It smells great. And this goes well with the seafood, rice, beef, pork, lamb. So to make this sauce, we need miso, or aged miso, or aka miso, red miso. This is the miso. And mirin. Do you know mirin? Okay. Now, you can use sugar instead of mirin. Mirin is a sweet cooking wine. When it's made properly, it is made from sweet rice. Sweet rice mixed with distilled alcohol made from rice, and then a kind of fermented. So very sweet with some alcoholic taste. Unfortunately, most of the mirin available here, even in Japan, is made from high fructose corn syrup. Sorry. So here is mirin. And the mirin is 20% less sweet than sugar. So when you just replace mirin with the sugar, you have to add some liquid, maybe white wine or sake if you have, and use 20% less quantity. Okay. Then I have, this is sake. This is not, this is a drinking quality sake, but moderately priced. So, okay. So everything is in here, and then mix. And this goes very well with beef. Just make a steak and serve as a sauce. Okay, and then we'll be serving the nuts. Can we? So these nuts coated with this miso sauce with curry powder, madras curry powder, little sugar, chili powder, then baked in the oven. I call it miso peanuts. Or you can use cashew, almond, any nuts. It is a wonderful taste, a kind of the different taste. Okay, so here I have miso, mirin, sake, and put this on top of here, and then cook about 4 minutes, a kind of cooking of the alcohol. And this is ready. So here is the scallop stock, carrot, and leek. So this one we process with kabocha. And by the way, scallop stock, I have a wonderful short rib recipe. After moving to here, I started to eat big short ribs, which we don't have much in Japan, and I loved it. But after eating, I always felt that, oh, I shouldn't have eaten it because just everything stayed on my stomach, very oily, fatty. So I wanted to make something a Japanese version, lighter to our stomach, but still delicious. So I cook short rib, browned, then in sake and kelp stock. Kelp stock has, as I said, lots of umami, good flavor. So as you do in Western cooking, you start with mirepoix, just carrot, celery, onion, oil. You don't need to go through this process. It is very, okay. This is very hot, so a little bit just to cool off, or yeah. And then we will be adding these spice, and then eventually flavor with milder tasting miso, ginger juice, and some oil. So now a little over 4 minutes. So it looks like this. Alcohol evaporated. So I am adding lemon juice, and then cook this. This is just a loose, so needs to be cooked down. Yep. And then at the end, I add just a chili. Well, Japanese cooking, we don't use much spice. The reason is we don't want to disturb the natural flavor of each ingredient. We don't want to cover up the each flavor. However, sometimes we use this chili. Japanese chili is smaller, and in the past, this was done as a kind of the purpose for preserving food or preserving sauce, preserving things. The chili has an ability to preserve food. But these days, people love to add chili just for the kick of the flavor. What I want to, after writing 2 books, I sold pretty good numbers, but still Americans are not cooking Japanese dishes, meals at home. And with this book, everything is just categorized under stocks. If you make one stock, you can make 20 of these dishes using American ingredients. So made everything easy. Okay, let's. Okay, and then can we add this one over? Yeah, let's. And then these spices, nutmeg, cinnamon. And then ginger juice. Oh no. And then miso. Oops. And then oil. And adding oil really makes the soup creamy. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the sauce is like this, still slightly loose, but once it is cooled, it becomes much more firm. And you can keep from the start, after buying miso, put them in the freezer. The miso has lots of salt, it doesn't firm up. And you can scoop up, even frozen miso stays very tender. Can I have a tasting spoon? And after making this sauce, just put them in the freezer. And for this soup, I always keep it slightly not too salty. Don't make your soup too salty because soup, you just enjoy one spoonful at one time. The first spoonful, if first spoonful is tasted good for you, salty enough, and then when at the end of the soup, you have too much sodium. The salt has to be perfect so that the people feel that at the end, oh, this was a good soup, flavored soup. So here we made a spicy miso sauce. This one of my favorite one with this sauce is a traditional dish with eggplant. Eggplant here in this country always comes with tomato sauce, cheese. Please have eggplant just with this sauce. Just cooked in oil, sliced thin, or you can deep fry the eggplant. Then just toss with this sauce. It is so delicious. So this is for you, something very, very good tasting dressing using miso, or maybe sometimes at the restaurant they say salad, the dressing is miso dressing, and maybe these are simply whisked with lemon juice, oil. That doesn't make good, fully flavored dressing. And this is my dressing, which is this very tasty miso sauce. Thank you. And then always need oil and vinegar, rice vinegar, any vinegar is fine. And actually, balsamico, adding this to balsamico makes very unique, delicious dressing. Okay, so here, the vinegar. And then just oil. Or to do this easy at home, just an empty glass jar, 12-ounce glass jar, put them all and then shake up. That's the easiest way. And as you use, you don't need to finish all of the dressing. And you can keep it in the, okay, here is my assistant. It's better. And then at the end, just to taste the dressing. This sauce was diluted with vinegar, oil, so you may need a little pinch of salt. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And this is really, really tasty. So here I have any salad greens are okay. And this is, what do you call, chicory? No, not chicory, frise. Frise has bitter, some very nice bitterness. And here in this country, bitter flavor is a bad flavor, but sour, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, when you balance, you get the best flavor in your prepared dishes. So, and then romaine lettuce, just slice into, oops. So, okay, so these are the greens. Then here is the sectioned orange. Then this is the nuts, sunflower. So this is for the salad. Before tossing this with the dressing, just coat the greens with the olive oil, so that when this is added to here, doesn't wilt too quick. How is soup? Good. Very smooth, very soothing. Okay. And then toss. And the Japanese dishes are usually presented beautifully. And there are rules to do this. Well, here in America, you don't like rules, right? And you want to eliminate. But when you have some good rules, everything works. No matter who makes, just the finished dishes looks beautiful. So the one rule is use 5 colors, maybe. Thank you. The 5 colors is red, orange, green, white, black. So let's see. And when there are these 5 colors, when you look at the dish, it kind of nourishes your 5 senses. So this is green, brown, black. Sometimes we borrow from the plate. Some leaf is white, plate is white. This is orange. And then nuts. So this is the salad with miso dressing. It is delicious. So using the same sauce, I have shrimp. And here, I think you get a very good fresh shrimp. In New York City, no. When I buy shrimp, and just it smells ammonia already. Even at Whole Foods, Garden of Eden, just amazing quality. So I started to buy frozen shrimp, which wild caught in Key West. So this one comes with this one, the tail, and to rinse, clean, the best way is use a little salt, toss the shrimp, and then just rinse, rinse off. The salt helps to, yes, not the flavor osmosis, just take out some off flavor from the shrimp. So this needs to be just rinsed to remove the salt as well. So here I am using these ingredients. I have cornstarch and salt, and the cornstarch mix with water just beforehand. And then this is the sauce, sake, sugar, a little sugar, thank you. So first, this is for the flavoring. And then coat this shrimp with starch water. Okay, and then let's cook this one with just a little oil. And here you need to mix miso and water, sake, and sugar. And then scallion. The scallion you can slice in any ways. Thank you. But little cutting into this angle, and then you get much prettier shape than just crosswise. And then white part we use as an aromatic, so this one just crosswise cut. Okay, so here little oil just to coat the pan. And I use canola, but this happened to be olive oil, but the canola is okay. And once your pan is hot, just the oil coats very easily. So add the shrimp. And then cook about 1 minute or so. Let's kind of to cook until shrimps are white. And I call this dish shrimp scampi, but that's not really. Okay, so here is the scallion, and I have already minced ginger and garlic. Okay, and then the garlic, ginger, then this white part of the scallion, and about 30 seconds or 1 minute, it starts to smell very nice, garlicky, gingery. Then the sauce. And first, the shrimp is tossed with cornstarch water. So at the end, you get slightly nice, not too gooey, but just a proper gooiness. Gooey is not a good term, but thickness. Thank you. Okay, so now it looks like this. I will give you a little more just heat over high, and then scallion greens. Okay, so like this, no cheese, but it tasty. Okay, so we will give you this as a tasting. And maybe this dish looks like a little more a kind of Chinese tone. Or Japanese cuisine, we have a lot, much influenced by Chinese cuisine. Since the start of our century, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, lots of Chinese cuisine came to Japan. And then we gradually developed our own way to cook, which is Japanese food today. So I had the soup, salad, and the shrimp. The nuts was just I didn't do demo. Do you think are they easy to make? So thank you very much. And I really want you to bring in more Japanese cooking at your home. It is maybe because I am Japanese, but it is one of the most clean tasting, less oily, very good, good diet to introduce to your family, and also delicious, and that's it. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for all of the help.
This program is brought to you by Miami Culinary Institute at Miami-Dade College. For more information about the schools and the Culinarium program, please visit www.miamidadeculinary.com or call 305-237-3276.